Hi everyone, welcome to BioLearning. In the previous video, we have discussed about what is acquired immunity and what are the cells involved in acquired immunity. So they are B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. So in this video, we are going to discuss about different types of acquired immunity. So they are active acquired immunity and passive acquired immunity. Okay, first we will discuss about active acquired immunity. So here, active acquired immunity means it is the immunological resistance developed by organisms through the production of antibodies in our body. It is known as active acquired immunity. So here, immunological resistance means getting resistance towards the disease causing pathogens by the production of antibodies. So by this a person will become resistant towards some of the diseases. And then next, it is a lifetime immunity or long lasting immunity. That means here we are having resistance towards some of the diseases by the production of antibodies. So it is providing us lifetime immunity. And also here it is a slow process and also takes time to show some effective response. And here active acquired immunity, it is of two types. They are natural active immunity and artificial active immunity. Okay, now we will discuss about natural active immunity and artificial active immunity. Okay, first we will know about natural active immunity. See, it is a resistance which is developed by an individual in response to natural infection from which a person recovers. It is known as natural active immunity. So that means if a person is affected with any disease, then that person will become resistant towards that disease by the production of antibodies. So these antibodies will kill the antigens which are entering in our body. So now let's see the example of natural active immunity. So here, lifetime immunity which is acquired by an individual after recovering from infections such as smallpox and chickenpox and etc. So here, if once a person is affected with smallpox or chickenpox, so that person will again not affected with that disease because that person is already gaining resistance against that disease as the antigens are recognized by our immune system. So here antibodies production will take place which kills the antigens rapidly and provides us lifetime immunity. And then next, artificial active immunity. So it is an immunity which is developed by an individual due to inoculation of weakened or attenuated antigens into the body. It is known as artificial active acquired immunity. See, that means here particular disease causing pathogens or antigens will be weakened or killed, and these weakened or killed antigens will be injected into our body. So our body will produce antibodies against that antigens, and here these antigens are not harmful because they are weakened or killed antigens. So here if the same disease causing pathogens or antigens if enters in our body, at that time the antibodies which are produced in our body will identify that antigens and immediately act against that pathogens. So in this way vaccination will prevent the diseases. And also in this way immunity also develops due to vaccination. So here this artificial active immunity, it is mainly developed due to vaccination. For more information about vaccines, you can watch vaccines video which is already uploaded in our channel. And it is detailedly explained in Hindi and English. Okay, now we will know the examples of artificial active immunity. See here, injection of tetanus toxoid to generate immunity against tetanus, and also vaccines for many more other diseases. Okay, the next, passive acquired immunity. So what is passive acquired immunity means? It is a immunological resistance which is developed by an organism due to transfer of ready-made or pre-formed antibodies. So here our body will become resistant against some of the diseases due to the ready-made or pre-formed antibodies. So here the main function of passive acquired immunity is to prevent the diseases. And there are two types of passive acquired immunity. They are natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. Okay, first we will know about natural passive immunity. So here, if the preformed antibodies are transferred from mother to child, it is known as natural passive acquired immunity. So here the preformed or ready-made antibodies which are present in the mother are transferred to the child. So now we will know the examples of natural passive immunity. So here the transfer of antibodies from mother to fetus across the placenta, and also transfer of antibodies from mother to child through colostrum. So colostrum is the first form of milk which is given to the newborn baby, which is secreted by the mother, which contains abundant of IgA antibodies to protect the infant from many diseases. So here the ready-made or preformed antibodies which are present in mother will be transferred to fetus, and also some of the antibodies will also be transferred through colostrum. And next, artificial passive immunity. So here, if the preformed antibodies are transferred from an immunized donor to the non-immunized individual, it is known as artificial passive acquired immunity. So in this type of immunity, we are not having resistance against dog bite or snake bite. So to prevent this, anti-rabies serum or anti-venom is given. So anti-rabies serum is given to prevent the diseases after the dog bite, and anti-venom is given to prevent the poisoning of body after the snake bite. And here these antibodies are generally produced in the body of an immunized horse or sheep. So here antigens are injected into the animals, and the body will produce antibodies against that antigens, and after that serum of that animals is collected which contains antibodies. So these serums are given in the form of injections to prevent the diseases. And then next, based on the types of responses generated, immunity is of two types. They are cell mediated immunity and humoral immunity. So till now we have discussed about types of acquired immunity based on their performance. They are active and passive immunity. So in my previous video I have explained about B cells and T cells. So based on those B cells and T cells performance, again here acquired immunity it is divided into two types. They are cell mediated immunity and humoral immunity. So cell mediated immunity it is activated by T cells, and humoral immunity it is activated by B cells. Okay, in the next video we will discuss about cell mediated immunity and humoral immunity. Okay, do like, share and subscribe the channel.